Hi guys, this is Luke and I'm hoping you're all well. This is the start of a series looking at Lightroom, building on the knowledge of Lightroom and then linking in with Photoshop. And we're going to try and keep these quite short videos that you can sort of dip and watch and then get on and do something else. So we're starting very basic and we'll do it in very short basic sections, and we're taking it that at the moment you're looking at this image, this video, and it's because you've done some you've got some photos on a hard drive, you want to edit them, you've chosen Lightroom as the software to edit them with, or you've moved over to Lightroom. You start with the default catalogue, and the catalogue is it catalogues your images. It puts data that any edits to it, to your images in on this catalogue. But we need, first of all, we need to put images into the to be able to do anything. We are taking it that you've got as I say, we've got images on a hard drive already. We go down here to the left hand side and it says import. I'm going to click that and it's giving you a screen like this. This video we are literally looking at this ad. So if you see anything that's I don't talk about, I will go into the next video looking at using these ones, and this will relink with those. So you are going to find that your source is showing all your hard drives. This screen here is where your photos will appear that you click on, and this is where what's going to happen to them. So we'll start with, I've got a folder here of photos on my external hard drive, which is the Lacy drive. And this is the important thing, you've got to be organised with your images before inputting to Lightroom, because it makes life so much easier. So if you look at how I've done it, you can do it whatever way you find works for you. If you're going to become a Lightroom, a wedding photographer or a portrait photographer, you might have it as a folder for that a year, and then subfolder for the date of each shoot. But with me, I do stock photography, landscape photography, and so I can go. I have this one main big folder. Inside, I've got subfolders A to Z, and then inside, say, my A folder, I've got more little folders. So I have done a photo shoot in Aysgarth Fall, landscape photos, and so I've made a folder that says Aysgarth Falls. Inside that, I have got a folder that says edited, and in that I have actually got a folder for my JPEGs and my Photoshop PSD files. I've got a folder to put all my raw images in, and then I've got a folder called specials, and the specials ones is I use for any images that I've done, so that if I'm putting them up onto the web, say for Facebook, and resize them, I can put them in there and know that they're not different to the JPEG images, which are full size JPEG images. These have been cropped and reduced in size, and this is just having this means that I can quickly find images. So I'm going to click on Aysgarth Falls folder. It's giving me all the images. If you don't see any images and you see it like this, I've got my main images are in the raw folder, and there'll be a couple of in there in the other two folders. It's because it's only looking at if there's images in this folder, the Aesgarth folder. It's not looking at the subfolders. You have to have the subfolders clicked. So it's now found there is images in these subfolders. Showing up. We're adding them to the catalogue, the default catalogue that's produced when you first open Lightroom. We're going to have a build, a preview, so when it moves them into Lightroom, it'll either have a minimum preview, and that is literally a small video preview like this, and if you want to zoom in, it has to render every time a bigger preview. Standard is it gives you a small preview straight away, and then it renders in the background while it's uploading a larger one to fit screen size. But if you end up zooming in further, it'll have to render each time you zoom in. It doesn't make much difference. The main bit is when you're actually importing them, the speed, it sort of takes a bit, but it doesn't take that long unless you have got some big file sizes. And one-to-one is it gives you one-to-one size images, so you can zoom into one-to-one, and it won't need to render each time. The problem with this is that catalogue becomes absolutely huge. You can choose one-to-one, and you can choose that the one-to-one sizes are deleted, and it just leaves you with a sort of minimal preview each time. I'm just going to use standard. We're not building any smart previews, because this is the smart previews is if you have so I use my laptop. My laptop is my main computer, and I have it on a sort of base unit, so I can take my laptop away, but my hard drive with my images stays at home. If I click build smart previews, it brings in smart previews that I actually can work on while away, from not having to have the hard drive connected. But I don't need to do that, and unlikely at the moment you'll need to do this. We'll look at the dose import suspected duplicates in a short time. Ignore the add to collection at the moment. We'll go into that at a later time, and the development settings is another time. We'll look into this further. This is just if you have a settings built, you can choose. It will be default as none, but if you are doing if you've got your own little settings, you'll have it as yours, like I do. Metadata is you can edit presets, and that'll literally mean that you can put in your metadata. So if you do that the first time, put all your metadata in, save it, so save current settings as a new preset. So I have mine as the on photography. It will I'm not going to save it because it's every time you import images into Lightroom, into the catalogue, it's going to add that metadata, and you don't need to do it again and every time. Keywords is literally when you import it to the catalogue, it'll put keywords to the images you're importing. What you've got to remember is if you are importing, say, a landscape session you've done, I'm saying landscape because that's the easiest thing for me to think about at the moment, but if you've got images of waterfalls and then you've got images of fields, if you put waterfall in here, all your photos that have got just fields showing a field still have a keyword of waterfall, so they have to be generic images, keywords, sorry. in this box, and you can later add specific image keywords to specific images. And we're literally going to now click import, and this will now bring in your previews, your small, very small previews. As you can see, they're just about all there. So that's done, and now it's building the standard preview. So as I would, if I was to zoom in, it would thing. So we're going to stop this video here. This is the basic bit. You've got your images in to Lightroom, and we're going to stop it. So if you hope you like this, please subscribe, help the guy out. Please hit the subscribe button, and also hit the bell notifications for letting you know when there's more videos uploaded. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below. If you like this, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down twice. Be nice. And we'll see you in the next video. Okay, cheers. Bye.